Hello and welcome to Year 4 Maths with me, Miss Dowley. So let's start by writing the short date and underlining, and then writing the learning objective. I can change an improper fraction into a mixed number and underlining. Let's start off with trying the additions below. Pause whilst you have a try. How did you get on? So pause this whilst you mark your work. So we've learnt what an improper fraction is, and an improper fraction is where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. But we can also turn an improper fraction into a mixed number, which is a whole and then a fraction. So let's have a look at this one. You can see here that I've got 3/6 add 4/6 equals 7/6. So we know it's an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. And if we look at the pictures here, we can see that actually one of our fraction circles is fully coloured in. So that's a whole, okay? And then we have one of the pieces left over. Now remember, they're in 6. So this one is whole, so that's 1. And then we have this bit here, which is 1/6 left over. So that's how we would write it. We would write 1 and then the fraction 1/6. And that tells us we've got 1 whole and 1/6 left. Try turning the improper fractions below into a mixed fraction using a whole and a fraction. Pause whilst you have a try. How did you get on? So let's have a look. So this first one here was 2/4 add 3/4. So you can see here, here's the 2/4, here's the 3/4. It's an improper fraction, it equals 5/4, but when we look, if we're going to use a mixed number, we've got one of the circles is whole, and then there is 1/4 left over. So we would write that as 1 and 1/4 if we were using a mixed number. This one was 5/8 add 4/8, and together it equals 9/8, which is an improper fraction. Look again, we can see that one of these is coloured in and 1/8 is left over. So we would write that as 1 and 1/8. When we turn an improper fraction into a mixed number, we divide the numerator by the denominator. This will give us the whole number and the remainder provides our fraction. And you can see here, so improper fractions to mixed numbers, divide the numerator by the denominator. So 7 divided by 4 equals 1, remainder 3. And that's our 3 parts here. And we would write that as 1 3/4. Can you write each of the fractions below as an improper fraction on this side, and then the mixed number on this side? Pause whilst you have a try. How did you get on? So on this side, we had 7/4, and if we write it as a mixed number, it was 1 3/4. Here we had 3/2, and if we write it as a mixed number, we've got 1 1/2. So the improper fraction here was 7/3. Now this one was a bit trickier because 3 goes into 7 2 times. Can you see? We have 2 wholes. So this one was actually 2 1/3. And then the last one was 8/5 in total, and we make that 1 3/5. So have a try at this activity below. Ring or write down any mixed number that is equivalent to the improper fraction. So look at the improper fraction here and then work out which of these is the mixed number. Pause whilst you have a try. So how did you get on? So take time now to mark your work, and thank you very much.